What is up, cool kids? My name's Gavin, I'm that cool trainer, and I'm back at you again today with another face video, just like the one yesterday. Not quite as somber, I guess. More angry. This is totally about something different, and I will warn you, this will not be a censored video. Because when I'm talking about this, I am very passionate about some of these things, and they make me quite angry. So if that's off-putting to you, feel free. Let me know in the comments below, and then you can stop watching here. Now, a couple days ago, the YouTuber Uncensored, fantastic guy, really hilarious. You watch him. He does a lot of anime-type stuff, with a little bit of Pokemon mixed in here and there. And not really my thing, but really funny guy. Check him out. His link will be in the description down below. But what he did was he made a video ranting about the things, just things that are on his mind, mostly about YouTube. And I agree with a lot of them. So he started the hashtag YouTube Rant Challenge. So I decided to pick it up. Number one on my list is the problems of being a small YouTuber and how fucking hard it is to do anything. So being a small YouTuber, a lot of people, like obviously everybody starts at zero. Like that's just fact. But either a lot of bigger YouTubers either forgot what it's like to be a small channel or just don't fucking care anymore about anybody else but themselves. Because anytime it seems like I've tried to reach out to anybody, I haven't done too much, but anytime you try to do anything with a bigger channel, they're just like, nah, fuck you. Why should I take time out of my day to help you? You're the competition. Like, no, motherfucker, like, we're all doing the same job, yeah, so we are in a way competing, but why can't we make the community better just by being nice to everybody? Like, I don't fucking get it. Like, yeah, me and somebody else, if we make similar content, we are pretty much rivals. That's what the whole fucking game is about. Rivals. You fighting your rivals, but in the end, you usually end up friends with them. Like, think about, in Gen 4, Barry and whatever the fuck you want to name yourself. You're best friends. And you still compete. Why can't that be everybody? Like, look at at least the outside relationship between, like, the King Nappy and Shady Penguin. Similar channels. Nappy's not PG, Shady is. That's probably the biggest difference between the two, at least historically. Now, Shady does some other things. He does mostly, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! And, like, TCG kind of stuff. But, like, they're huge channels. They're both 400K plus channels. You'd think they would be competing all the time, but no. They are, at least appear to be, great friends, and they make that work. Why can't that be the fucking deal with everybody? I don't understand. So another thing, real quick, just people thinking that when they see me making this video, they automatically think, oh, this motherfucker's just doing it for the views. Duh. Like, as a small channel, I will do almost whatever it takes, to get some traffic on my channel, just because I want to build a community. I want people to enjoy the content that I make. And yes, obviously, I do want to make this video. I'm not going to do things that I don't want to do just for views. But if I see a popular topic that I also have some opinions about, I'm going to fucking talk about it. I don't care. Like, say I'm just doing it for the views, say I'm just doing it for clickbait, whatever. I'm doing this because I want to, and because I think it'll help my channel. Something else that bugs the absolute fucking shit out of me is I reached out to somebody. I'd been in their comment section a little bit, not too much, but I feel like they at least knew who I was because they replied to some of my comments. And I messaged them. They started in January, and I started watching them toward like the end of January. I'm not going to say who it is because I'm not petty. But I assume they're at least familiar with me. Maybe not my channel, but me. And I messaged them, like PM'd them on YouTube. And just said, hey man, I really like your content. I was just wondering, how did you manage to get so big so quickly? Because like I said, he started in January of 2017, and somehow like they got over, I don't know what their sub count's at right now, but it's a lot bigger than mine. And I just asked him, like, what tips do you have for a small channel? No response. Nothing. And, like, that's just so fucking off-putting. Like, you were at this point, too, and, like, I don't know their situation. I don't know if they had another channel that they, like, transferred subs over from, like, if they have another channel that focuses on a different topic. And, like, watching this guy's content, like, the more I analyzed it, and after seeing it through the lens of, wow, this guy is kind of at least to me, seemed like he doesn't care about other people. Watching him, like this content isn't talking about anything. It's just not. Like he makes top 5s, and like there's some good information, but it's literally like just not that I'm shitting on countdowns or anything. I like doing countdowns. I just don't have the time to do all the editing that goes into them. Maybe over the summer I'll start doing that again. But it just, why can't you take 5 to 10 minutes out of your entire fucking life to be like, oh, hey, thanks for checking out my channel. You know, here are some things that I do that might help you too. Like I said, we're all in the same fucking community. Why can't you just help a brother out? Like, I don't understand. Another thing about being a small channel, I don't have money. A lot of these bigger channels, they have money if something breaks, or anything happens like technology-wise, where they need something replaced, or like for example, if you didn't watch my video yesterday, I got banned, stupidly, from Pokemon Global Link for using Power Save. And if I were a bigger channel, I would not care, because I could just go out, buy another copy of Sun or Moon, trade everything over. Not a problem. But I can't afford that right now. I am a college student. I have 20 subs. I have literally made like less than $5 from doing YouTube for 6 months. And I can't do that. And like things like, I'm very fortunate that I have good software on my computer, which, another thing, my computer's kind of trash for YouTube because I don't have an HDMI in, so I can't use Elgato's. I don't have good RAM, I don't have a good graphics card, this and that and this and that. But if I wanted to upgrade any of this stuff, that would take so much money out of my own pocket, and I can't afford to do that. It seems like if you can't afford to do those kind of things, you'll never be able to make it big. And I just don't know. I feel like unless you are pretty, I don't want to say well off, but if you don't have at least a good base start amount of money, like a good amount of money saved up for the equipment, it makes it so incredibly hard to get bigger. And that's not YouTube's fault, that's everybody's fault. For people who are like, oh, this guy doesn't have a green screen, fuck him, right? If you watched my test where I asked people's opinions about how that Skyrim looked, because I have a shitty setup because my computer doesn't have an HDMI in, I have to take, I don't even know where the cables are, they're not next to me. But I have a cable that turns HDMI into AV, and then I have a shitty $30 capture card that takes AV and gives a USB in, or USB output into my computer. So between going from my Xbox through the one cable, through the other cable to my computer, it loses a lot of quality. It does. I recognize that. I asked people's opinion, and I got good feedback for that. Don't get me wrong. I got good feedback both for and against it. And I took both those into consideration and decided not to do anything with it for the time being. If you don't have the money for all the equipment, people just aren't interested. That's really as plain and simple as it is. And then you get the fucking people who, I'm gonna be honest, I take a lot of what Shady Penguin does and incorporate that into what I do, because he is how I got started. He is what made me get started, because hearing him talk about how awesome creating content made him feel made me want to do it. Because, full exposure, I started this channel as a way to help me deal with my depression. That's really it. And sure enough, this turned into a huge part of my life that I love. But at the same time, this is so stressful that it sometimes makes me like, why am I doing this? But anyway, that's another topic. But I've had somebody, they told me directly, somebody that I know who also watches Shady Penguin stuff. He's like, man, some of your stuff looks like Shady Penguins, especially with the Mystery Dungeon layout. Like, yeah, there's only so many ways you can make a layout, and there's only so many ways you can play a Mystery Dungeon, especially a Mystery Dungeon game. There's not really a hard way to play Mystery Dungeon. And same thing with like the cool lock. I took that from Shady Penguin. I'm not gonna lie. But I fully said it in the very first episode of The Cool Lock, and I referenced him so many times throughout the entire series. Then there are the people who are like, oh, you're just trying to copy what he did because he's big. I'm like, yes, that's exactly what I'm fucking doing. Wanna know why? Because it fucking worked. Like, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. And obviously, Shady Penguin's channel is not broken. I'm not saying that I want to be Shady Penguin. I'm not saying that I want to be his channel. I want to be my own channel. I want to be me. But taking things from somebody that work is not, or taking things from somebody's channel and taking things that work from them is not a bad thing, and I don't know why people think that. But altogether, YouTube takes up about 20 hours of my week, which is more than I spend in class, which is more than I spend doing my actual job that I get paid for, that I got hired to do. And there's just so little to show for it. Like, literally $5 if I spend, say, 20 hours a week. And I've been doing this for about six months. So 20 hours a week, even if I get paid minimum wage. Let's do some math real quick. If I got another job, that would be almost $4,700 for taxes. I got $5 for that. I made negative money because I had to buy some equipment. I had to buy the capture card. I had to buy the cable. I bought this. I bought that. I bought my camera. I bought my headphones. So YouTube is expensive, especially at the start. And if you're not, and I know I'm talking a lot about money in this video, and I didn't really want it to come to that. I didn't really write out what I wanted to talk about, and that's kind of my own problem. I don't do this for the money. I do this because I like it. It makes me feel good. I've met some really cool people through it. Same thing with Twitch. Like, my Twitch channel is growing a million times faster than my YouTube channel. I know they work differently as opposed to like follows besides YouTube subs, and I don't know, it's just being a small YouTube channel is so hard, especially in an area that's so saturated with content creators. And one of the worst things that gets me is when I see somebody else and I think, why are they bigger than me? Because I think I make good content. Not the best content in the world by any means. I know my commentary can be a little awkward at times. I know I don't even have a capture card. That's another thing that I don't have money for. But I know my Wi-Fi battle setup's a little ghetto. I understand that. Like, especially for Let's Plays. Like, I look at my channel compared to some other people's channels, and I'm like, why are they bigger than me? Why are I not as big as them? Why do more people watch them than me? And that's the worst possible thing to do, because you never know what somebody else is going through. Like, you never know somebody else's story. They could have, like I said about the person from before. I don't know if they had like another channel that they put some subs in, like the King Nappy, how he has that channel, and he also has Nappy the Great for games other than Pokemon. And it's just hard, you know, being a small YouTuber is really hard. So that was my hashtag YouTube rant challenge. I know it seemed kind of gloomy, but don't get me wrong, I love doing YouTube. There's far more good than bad. Believe me. Believe me. There's way more good than bad. But it's just mostly just things in my head get me thinking, you know, why am I still doing this? Why am I investing so much of my time in this for relatively little in return? And, you know, it really does make me question it, but for right now, I am content. Well, I shouldn't say content. I am okay for right now. I'm obviously going to keep trying to continue growing the channel. We have a nice stream going up tonight at like 10:30ish. Be there, be square. If you are a YouTuber and you see this and you want to talk about some things that are on your chest about the YouTube and the internet community in general, definitely do this. Throw in the hashtag. It'll be on your screen right here, and just let me know. Hit me back. Let me know if like if you link that to me on Twitter or something. Let me know. I'll watch it. I'll definitely watch it. And also, Afro Senju also said if you link him on Twitter, he'll watch it, whether he will or not. He seems like I said, he's a cool guy, so I think he will be the kind of person to actually watch it. I know I got really rambly and kind of incoherent, but if you stuck this far into it, thank you so much. I appreciate you as a human being. And if you enjoyed this video as much as I did, please, please, please like and or subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch at ThatCoolTrainer. And until next time, smile you later.